Today we're going to discuss 5 things to think about before buying a new boiler. This includes your current boiler, your lifestyle and property, your heating engineer, your spending, and finally your boiler guarantee, which is a very important factor. The first question to ask is, do you need a new boiler? Perhaps you just need a boiler service, or maybe the batteries on your external wireless room thermostat need to be replaced. The first thing to do is to get your service engineer out and he can service your boiler to see if it really needs to be replaced. Secondly, we need to think about your lifestyle and your property. Do you have a flat which doesn't have much space for tanks? Do you have a bigger house which has multiple bathrooms and lots of people living there? And therefore you can get away with a system boiler or a conventional boiler and a tank perhaps in the roof space. You need your service engineer to check your flow rates and your water pressure, and then he can decide on exactly the size of the boiler and the type of boiler that you'll need. Thirdly, you need to use your heating engineer and you need to ask them plenty of questions. You should always get a couple of quotes and a second opinion. Most boiler engineers have tie-ins with manufacturers and incentives if they sell their products, so you need to do your research as well. Always look online and read reviews, whether it be through Checkatrade, Google, or even Facebook. Next up, it's money. A boiler is very expensive and often a grudge purchase. When comparing boiler quotes, you really must look at the detail and see if there's a filter involved. Is there an inline scale reducer? Is there a programmer or even a room thermostat? You never really want to go for the cheapest boiler. The reason for this is that the spare parts are often very expensive and the aftercare service is not as good as the more expensive boiler manufacturers. Lastly, let's talk about guarantees. This is important. Not only is it the type of boiler that determines the length of the guarantee, it's also the installer. Different installers will offer different lengths of guarantee for the same product. For example, WPJ Heating are Worcester accredited installers. Worcester trust us to install their boilers in the manner they were intended to be installed. We can offer an 8 to 10 year guarantee for any of their types of boiler. It's very important that whoever you get to install your boiler will offer the longest guarantee on the market. We hope you found these tips useful. You can watch more of our videos or get an online boiler quote at wpjheating.co.uk.